Strength training is not what everybody perceives strength training has to be. It's about using our muscles, contracting our muscles, building our muscles. It doesn't have to be in a huge way, it can be very gently, but it's about using our body to do everyday lifestyle activities, functional activities well, while hopefully preventing injury. It can improve confidence in your body's ability. So if you are stronger and more capable, you are more confident in your body's ability to do everyday tasks, but also maybe to try different things. There's no disadvantage to strength training or resistance training, but there is huge advantages when you push your body a little bit further and you're able to progress and become stronger, both in body and mind. Strength training is for everybody, for all ages, for all abilities. There should be no real barrier. We are all able to become stronger.
I've been working with Tracy now for about 7 months, which is not a very long time, but it's just been a really exciting and challenging and time of change, which has been perfect for me, really. Originally, I met Tracy through doing a diabetes course, and Tracy did these amazing seated exercise classes, which we got the chance to join as part of the course. And it was kind of after that I just thought, you know, I really need to make more contact with Tracy because she's so capable of tuning in at the level I need a personal trainer to be at. So I need to be able to work with her on a one-to-one basis. I think the biggest benefit for me has been a sense of hope and the courage to continue to try and make changes in my life in small ways, and it's about emotional health as well as physical health, so certainly a sense of well-being, but also just the courage to try and keep the mobility that I've got alive and well and moving forward if possible, really. I think the most important thing in life really is always to try something new. So take a risk, find somebody you feel in tune with, and don't be afraid to try 2 or 3 people before you find somebody that's really going to help you feel safe in your own space. I'd say life's too short not to give things a go. Just crack on and find somebody that inspires you, find somebody you feel comfortable with. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. You know, there's always that old saying, use it or lose it. And I just think if you've got an opportunity to try it and to work with somebody who can help you to gain or even stay where you are in terms of your movement, then that's a positive step in the right direction. And you'll be surprised what else you get from it. So give it a go.
I became a personal trainer 10 years ago. I had a big life change. I was drinking quite heavily and I was in a pretty bad place with my mental health and my physical health. And my dad had passed away and I was using alcohol as part of that grief process. And then I discovered cycling. I just got on my bicycle one day, and then from that I discovered running. And then one day I just woke up and decided that I would change my life completely and go to college to become a fitness instructor and then a personal trainer. I think the common myth about strength training is that we need to be going to a gym and lifting heavy weights and maybe doing as many reps as we possibly can in 1 minute, when actually strength training can be, yes, in a gym, and it can be as many reps in 1 minute, or it can be out in a lovely place like this with a resistance band. It can be body weight.
I've been doing strength training with Tracy for about 2 years. I've been rowing for about 4 years now as well, but seriously the last couple of years because I've just been quite excited. I was very poorly in 2010 and it's taken me quite a long time to recover. So I've got a spurt of energy and I need to fill that. Strength training really helps with my gig rowing as the exercises complement the gig rowing. I stretch and strengthen all those muscles that I need and it's super. It really makes me feel energised and able. Being an older woman, I feel that actually I need to sort of look after myself a little bit better.
Nutrition plays an important role with strength training and any training, in fact. Nutrition should be balanced, so to make sure that we've got a colourful plate. We're obviously eating all of our macronutrients, so our carbohydrates, our protein and our fats, that all three are as important as each other, but also our micronutrients, our vitamins and our minerals. So looking at food as fuel is really important.
I feel that actually I can stretch and I move and I can do lunges, really long lunges. So it has given me the confidence to do that. It's given me courage to get involved with local community, to start the rowing, to walk more. It's given me the confidence to speak to people. The last 2 years, I've been the fittest I have in a very, very, very long while. And I think growing up, I was always led to believe you're visually impaired, you can't possibly do that. But actually, I find strategies in coping with all the things that I do, and that has enabled me to do more and take on more and do things that I never imagined I could.
When I was in the hospital, I tried to be well without medication. And I asked, can I have one? And in the beginning they tell me yes. And one day I arrived and I was really nervous, don't remember exactly, but I cannot control myself, was trembling. And I asked for this medication and the nurse tell me, we okay for give you this medication, but remember what you want without. But you will need to do something for us. So you will go outside and do a round of the hospital. And I say, yeah, so I went really quick because I really want this medication. And when I arrived outside after maybe 100 meters, I understand why they send me outside. It's because the benefit was direct. I feel better, breathe outside, and I really take conscience of the power. I think it's a good benefit. But if you train your mind, and when you feel bad, your mind will say, hey, take your shoes, go out, breathe, and you will be better.
So as women, obviously, we have set stages in our lives. So I'm perimenopausal. Strength training is incredibly important for me as I age. It's also important for confidence in our body and how we stand, how we feel ourselves in this in our space. You know, it's important that we are capable of carrying our own shopping, that we are able to run after our children, or that we can do everyday activities and we can do them well. We don't need to have to ask anybody to do anything.
So I've been training with Tracy for about 6 or 7 years now, but the focus has kind of shifted. We started off mainly doing running, whereas we focus now mainly on strength and mobility. Initially, I'd started getting fitter but wanted more guidance on how to avoid injuries and really work my whole body and get all the benefits. I'm in perimenopause, I'm getting more joint problems, more aches and pains. And working one-to-one has really helped me focus on making sure everything's strong, dealing with problems as they arise. It's great fun. I love it. So my wife and I train with Tracy together on Tuesday morning early, and it's just a brilliant start to the day. We have a really good session, but we always end up laughing. But also I never anticipated how much I'd enjoy getting stronger. So the first time I went to lift a weightlifting bar, I just looked at it and thought, I don't do this, this isn't me, and loved it. And I love feeling stronger, feeling more capable, knowing what my body can do. I think lots of women particularly can be quite frightened about starting weights. It feels intimidating, it always looks intimidating in the gym. The nice thing with weights is they're infinitely adaptable. You can start from wherever you are and build strength from there. And there are no disadvantages to being stronger. It makes a difference with everything, with doing things around the house, with carrying the shopping home, and just with staying feeling well, particularly as we get older. So yes, I'd encourage anyone to try.
I'd always had some kind of personal trainer around. But what I was looking for was something differentiated and specific to me as a woman getting older and with arthritic problems. And I also quite like the idea of having a woman. And I'd seen Tracy and her other clients down on the quay and around, and I just contacted her, and there we were, up and running. Huge benefits, both physically and mentally. I was very aware that as I've got older, and I'm 75 now, that my ability to, for instance, get up from the ground, being able to be as flexible as I had in the past were diminishing, and I needed to feel that I could be strong so that when I'm out walking my dog, if I fall down I can get up, that I didn't want my arthritis to define my everyday living. I've noticed that people of my kind of age group seem to feel that it might not be for them. So I spend a lot of time talking to people about exactly how it's tailored to their needs and how Tracy can pick out the things that you need to do for your body and for your strength. And that we all should be investing in keeping our bodies as healthy as they can be as we get into old age. And actually the research now is that with exercise it can stave off dementia as well. So to me, with a history in our family of dementia, that was really important.
You just need to seek advice from a professional like Tracy. Talk about what your health issues are, talk about what issues you have with your mobility, and make them aware of what you feel, what are your difficulties, and they will put together a program of fitness for you so that actually you can take it as slow or as quick as you're able to. That will build your confidence, it will keep you happy, and it will encourage you to do more. In a few years' time, you'll look back and you'll think, actually, that was a job well done. It's amazing what I can do now, so if I can do it, you can.
So improving our strength is really important to help our balance as we age. It's incredibly important to make sure that we're training specifically to prevent any falls and injuries. Strength training is easy to do at home. Again, you can just pick up some filled water bottles, You can buy some weights or some resistance bands from the gym, or just use your body weight. Press-ups against your kitchen top as your kettle's boiling are perfect. There shouldn't be any barrier to strength training because it can all be done anywhere, in your garden, in your home, in a gym, places like this. There's no disadvantage to strength training or resistance training, but there is huge advantages when you push your body a little bit further and you're able to progress and become stronger, both in body and mind.